Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Millennium Dawn mod. This is the Burundi playthrough, and we are informally called the Burundi Union. We recently, as a recap, just got our modern armored equipment started. So, trying to kit out some armored divisions and get production online. It's kind of our military production focus. Our civilian industry is starting to take off. We're looking pretty good. We are merging some captured territories in to the Union. And then we're prepping for war against Angola next. And we'll kind of solidify our chunk in South Africa here. And then probably look either go for a expansionary war against Uganda or Kenya. The kind of like what our motivation is if you look at this resource, let me start playing even it's slow. If you look at our resources, steel, oil, more steel, these are why these are prime targets. And then key thing is access to Cameroon with rubber. That is one of the primary reasons we want to be there, and we're going to start unifying Africa overall. And then once we unify most of Africa, if not all of it, I think we'll be at a technological point where we can start moving into areas like the Middle East or even Europe or South America and start expanding rapidly into kind of the weaker enemies, and then maybe have a war with probably the remnants of Russia. I'm going to be honest. As long as they're not tied to the US, I really don't think we can push the US right now. Their navy is probably insane. But I don't know. I'd have to get spies over there, and that actually is another thing. We need to work on our agents. Thinking about that. That would be something to do. Where are these? No orders assigned. Sure. Yeah, we're gonna assign them up until that tree line, which apparently is gonna be the whole thing. Alright, naval systems unlocked. Early aircraft weapons. We want subs. Definitely want air-to-air weapons. And what is this? Aircraft? So we need research bonuses. Don't care about production right now. We're not trying to make anything for probably 5 years. We have 3 research slots, one of which will be dedicated to satellites, one for missiles, and then the other one is free. And we're gonna have to work on playing catch up there too. I'm surprised that Kuwait lost access to their oil, but not shocked. And we're just kind of slowly rolling Botswana. I do want to check. Oh, we have an election coming up. Ooh. Autocrats taking far too much. Let's get the competition some political power. And it looks like the fly swatter can actually get some upgrades. That'll be cool. We have 1 billion in debt for some reason. I don't know why. That's gone. That's weird. Yeah, and we'd have to research the tank powertrain. Research that. I'm curious how good that is at max. Ah, yes. That's the other thing. Where is... There it is. Go semi-fast. We need to do some revision. I'm gonna reduce the total manpower, I think, of our infantry, but increase their capabilities. All right, 1 second. What was I on? I was reading that, I got distracted. So recon. So yeah, we are gonna provide motorized recon. Yeah, it gives bonuses. It will make up for some of the losses we're gonna take. We'll keep artillery. We're gonna boost this up to heavy engineer units. They're gonna get combat support. And I'm gonna give them probably a self-propelled AA battery. I think that with that, nope. Still too much. 19. Drops it too low. We may end up tossing the AA battery. What is our AA with this? Where is it? 56. We remove that. About 10. Which is very doable, and 21 is about where I want to keep this with for our region. We're going to update this. This is now 2025. And that's just going to apply a bunch of utility vehicles to our already existing troops. So let's let that happen. And and we should have plenty of utility vehicles. That's the special forces need to go through a similar reduction. But in this case, we are going to give them better infantry support. Combat width goes up by what? 1 for having mechanized? Yeah, so we're gonna give... We're actually gonna rename all this, too. They're gonna get a modern day upgrade. They're gonna get AA. Combat support. We don't have transport helis yet. And we don't have attack helis. So they'll just deal with what they have. Reduce the size. Or remove that. Or is it quite a bit? Alright. Get rid of that then. Yeah. Make this work for now. And this is now Ranger Vision. We'll go with that. Also, is that the right? That is the right one. This is gonna be the regular infantry for us. So this will be 2025 Burundi Union infantry. We'll just remove that and add a regular artillery. We'll save that. Yes. So this will be our regular infantry going forward. And get rid of all these spare divisions. Except those. We'll have a marine. We'll make a marine and an airborne division at some point. Okay. So, steel and rubber. Trade with Malaysia. Then Europe. That is the wing form we would want. And we're out of oil. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I don't want to. It just bodes poorly for the future. Alright, it's 2026. We should be approaching our justification date. And we'll get to see how our military fares. Looks like we got a bunch of manpower back. I did weaken a lot of our units. So we're gonna set these to spawn here. And not infinitely, I just want 2 sets of 26. Hopefully enough to make a whole nother army group and fill out this one. Because we are going to have to do some crazy things. Well, I'm calling it crazy, but it's really not that bad. Not armored vehicles. We're gonna finish getting our artillery. Not having to do... I think 1 army group's enough for Angola. If it's not, we'll start having to look at that manually. Or I can send in a smaller force. Are we looking? Okay, we are building the military factories. The networking pretty much finished up. We'll need so much political power to make that work. What are we looking at? 70 GDP per capita. And what's our pop at? At almost 200 million. See, now I'm not terribly worried. If we take control of a territory, that will manipulate our economy stats like crazy, like the whiplash. thankfully, due to the changes we've made with our population and who we've acquired as a part of Burundi. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna go and up that unstable. Alright. Turbine engine upgrade. Can't get that. Alright. Don't freeze. March 7th. So I need to move a nuclear power plant up. $33 from 24. 9 billion. But that gives more political power gains, so it's infinitely worth it for me. And then are we moving up? We've passed Mexico. We're nowhere near the United States of Europe or the United States of America. It's China is right there with the US. But the USE it's 3 times both of them. That's insane. They have 318 office sectors. How many do we have? 31? Yeah. They have 10 times. Oh, man. That's going to be a fight when we take that one. Where are they even at right now? I need to look at that. That's a dangerous faction. It's not even a faction. It literally is just their country. Oh my god, they're in the Middle East too? And they're at war with Greater Hindustan. Or India, aka India. They're gonna win that. I think they, yes, like, they'll just straight up win that. They're an emerging philosophy? That's crazy. Who are they all at war with? Japan? Korea, Indonesia, Yemen? Wait. What is going on over here? Pakistan? Who are they all? Are they at war with China? Oh yeah. Japan? This is World War IV, isn't it? With the US just sitting off to the side? Or are they at war with... No, they're at war with the United States of Europe too. Oh, wow. Okay, so World War IV is popping off. The two great enemies, China and Japan, are working together. That's crazy. That's insanity if you would think about that one. Like they're allied. Crazy. But Japan is against... Oh, come on. Japan's at war with the US. What about China? China and the US are chill. Could have been bros. In real life, too. How's this dude still alive? He should be dead. There's no shot. He's already like 80. Let's see. Man pads. Get. Production output cost. Burundi. I wonder if I should look at Madagascar. Are they allied with anyone? But yeah, the Middle East is on fire right now. Looks like there are naval battles all over the Pacific. And the Atlantic is having battles. Oh man, around the African coast too? That's all next to my border. Y'all need to stay away. Alright. Well, while World War IV is going on... We are going to do the small objective of taking that. Then pushing from there to there. Straight through the middle and just split them. Go for it. Alright. Do our honorable... Oh, look how this is going already. This is a huge fight. Tons of units. Looks like they have way better units though. Just from a bonus standpoint, but that may just be due to division combat with. Like, it looks like I can stack a lot more. Yeah. Yeah, they're low supply too. They're getting hammered on. This is 324. God. I would like to push them away from that gap and then encircle them from other places, but just based on the attrition of everyone, this doesn't look like it's going to be fast. I am going to have to send in some of our reserves. That's a border, that one's there. Yeah. We're gonna line up here. We're gonna push in this river system. Like we have enough units to hold the line on our end. But I would like to break their supply lines, which will be hitting this railroad, this port. I don't think I can push through there. They can't supply these units though. As long as they keep throwing all their armored units up here and motorized units, it's not that bad. Alright, how's casualty count? Yeah, I figured they're going to be doing better than us. They have a much more armored, modern army, I would say. Probably a better way of terming that. Trade. Canada, you seem like you're not in World War IV. Alright. Well, we pushed them back. So it does look like we are losing to that force. I don't know if our support resources here are worthwhile. But anyway, I'm gonna pause it right here. We'll come back with the next episode and deal with all this. Anyway, thanks for watching.